today in relation to the flower essences as well. Flower essences work when you know what you need them for. Right? If you don't know what you need them for, like I used to give them to my dad. He had about the consciousness of a rock, but I'd give him rescue remedies, and he could see the difference. He could feel that. He could feel that it would help. Yeah, it was interesting. They had no interest in any of it, none at all. Yeah, it was interesting. I think I kept him alive, and I'm not sure that was the best thing for a number of years, just by feeding him stuff, good things and herbs and whatever. One good thing was he did get into, he had macular degeneration, and he ate blueberries every day. Half a cup of blueberries on his oatmeal every day, and it never got worse. In like 10 years, it never got worse. And he knew it. He knew that blueberries were helping him, which is, So consciousness comes in little tiny pieces like that. It's very difficult to change consciousness, which makes me think I need to talk about this book first, which is the Bringing Seeders of Russia series. Some of you have heard of this, I know. One of my favorite books. You don't know it? Yeah, okay. This book is well used. This is number 1. There's 9 books. It's a series about this woman who is real and lives in the Siberian forest by herself. Parents died when she was 1. She has been taken care of by the animals, and she takes care of them, and they take care of her and feed her and house her and whatever. She doesn't have a house. She has 2 grandparents that sort of oversee her from a distance, and when she needs some guidance about a particular thing, like once every 3 months or something, they might come and say something to her, and then make her think about what it is. It's phenomenal. This book is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. I can't tell you how amazing it is. She knows everything, past, present, future. She's not sighted thing. She knows everything. She taps into everything. So she can go way back to beyond her ancestors, way back to Egypt and beyond. Knows all details, knows names, knows events. The book series started selling. I forget how long it's been in Russia, but it sold like 10 million copies before it came here. And it's been here for maybe 3 years, and I was just looking at my New Leaf distributor, and they said now it's on the top selling list. Amazing. So, the other reason I want to tell you about this book, though, it's when you read her words, you can feel it. She says her job is to heal the world from her ray, her focused energy. That's her job, and she visualizes everything, but so strongly because that's what she's done for her life since she was 1. That is her dedicated focus, is to do that. And the things that have manifested because of that are phenomenal. She just is an amazing, amazing person. And she talks a lot about the earth, and she talks about planting, and she advises people to get a hectare of land, families to get a hectare of land, which is about 2.5 acres. And then she tells you what to put on it for food to sustain yourself in that 2.5 acres. There's actually a community supposedly starting in Springfield, Somerville, Maine. Don't know where that is. That must be way the heck up there. But she's encouraging, groups to get together to do this kind of thing.
How old is she presently?
I think she's about 40. She has 2 children by the also. Yeah, she's pretty young. But I just get chills every time I talk about it. And one of the things I want to do is I want to start a group where we talk about this and a bunch of other things once a month, because it is so vital to know, the hope and the beauty that's out there and it's possible. It's just amazing. But the other reason I want to tell you about this is because the author his name is Vladimir Magyar, and she selected him. She found him. She obviously manifested him, which we can all do. I'll learn a little more about that. But and in that group, I really want to work on manifestation because I think I need to do that. Anyway, she chose him. He was a businessman. Had a business. The book. She She lives off the River Orb, and so he would bring his big ship up and, do trading and whatever to local communities, and she somehow found him. Everybody thinks she's crazy because he's just, at first, the first read I did on these books, I hated him. He was horrible. He is horrible in many ways. However, he's honest. He tells all the horrible things he does. He doesn't leave anything out. And he stayed with it. And he's written all these books. The second book, the first book is Anastasia, the second one is Ringing Cedars, a brusher, which is the title of the series. And in that book he tells his story pretty much about how he went back after his first meeting with Anastasia and did everything backwards that she told him to do, and lost his job, lost his house, lost everything, almost died, until he wrote the book. And when he wrote the book, everything magically, totally flipped on.